What's up, everybody? Josh Powell here. You're watching another episode of Amateur Pool. And today we've got something different, man. This game is what happens when you combine pool with bowling. We call it bulliards. It was invented back when the COVID shutdown happened. I'm not sure who made it up, man, but we used to play it virtually. That's what the game is made for. You can have two separate people in two separate locations. As long as you have a pool table and a camera and a way to connect, you can play a match virtually. In fact, if anybody out there wants to play a match with me, leave me a comment. You got to have a pool table and you got to have a camera, man. And we can set up a virtual match and play each other, and you can see what's up. So let's get into this one. It's played on a pool table, obviously, but you score it like bowling, as you can see up above me there in the upper right-hand corner. There's a score. So what you do is you rack 10 balls. Doesn't matter what 10 balls. You break. You take ball in hand and you try to run out. If you run all the way out after the break, that's a strike. If you miss a ball, which I just did, my first ball as a matter of fact, then you only get whatever balls you made before you missed. And in this case, I got one. My first frame is one. You score it like bowling. And now this is my second frame. I try to run out for the spare. If I don't get all the way out and get the spare, then my second frame is going to be however many balls I made. You get the point. We'll go through the rest as we get through this match. Now I played an entire match with Brian. That's who the other person in this video is. But I didn't leave the entire match on here because I don't know how fun it is to actually watch this game. You know what I mean? I just wanted you guys to know about this game. And like I said, if we want to play virtually with each other, we can. And we'll just do it with a live stream, and see if anybody wants to watch. Not necessarily record and make a video about it, but we'll do live stream. So let's watch the rest of this, man. We'll explain as we go. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. We'll get them answered. And you can handicap this as well. Like if you're playing with somebody who maybe isn't as good, you can give them ball in hand after the first and second frame. In other words, they get ball in hand after the break, and then if they miss, they get ball in hand again. Or you could make slop count for one person and not the other. So there's a lot of different ways you can kind of handicap this match. But traditionally, you break, you take ball in hand. When you miss, you got to shoot it from where it lies for your second frame. But like I said, you can make up whatever rules you want to handicap it if you're playing somebody whose skill levels are different. So looks like I may end up with the spare here on the first frame, as long as I can make this 6 and 8. I'll probably make the 6 with a little bit of right spin that's inside English, and then shoot the 8 in the side would be my guess. I could hit it harder and shoot the 8 in the corner as well. No. Okay, I could go side or corner with this one. I could go all the way up to the top right or just to the center hole there on the right. The center hole, sometimes I like to put it in the center hole, Family channel, bro. You already know it's a family channel when I'm talking about putting it in the center hole. You know what I'm saying? Not a sponsor, guys. This is iced tea. Delicious. Not Mr. T, iced tea. Get it right. Get it right. All right, this is Brian up at the table here. He just broke. I'm not sure if he made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He did not make anything on the break, but now he takes ball in hand and he tries to run out. So it's crucial to get a good break, and scratching on the break doesn't matter, just like when you play the ghost, because you get ball in hand afterwards anyway. So it's crucial to get a good break. That way you don't have to try to break anything out when you run out. It's like here, he's got the 9, the 4, and the 8. He's got to contend with those. So personally, I would start with the 7 and draw into the 9, 4, 8 just to break him up. Or he could even start with the 1 if it goes past the 5, shoot it in the corner with top, and then run the cue ball into the 4. And that opens the whole table up. He's going to start with a combo, or maybe the 4. Yeah, I started with the 4. Oh, that would have been good had he made it. But unfortunately, he didn't. So his first frame, as you can see the score change above me there, is 0. He got the goose egg on the first frame. He's going for the combo. If he can figure out the 3 and the 6 up there, I think he could get out here. The 3-6 is a little bit tough. He's got to get short side for the 3 or the 6. He's got to be on our right side of that to shoot it in the top left corner. Not easy by any means. Not easy being cheesy. He's going to go for the 5. That's going to open the 2-1. That was a good shot. All right, he's got a good position ball now. He could get good shape on the 1 and use that 1 to get to the short side of the 3-6. He's just got to get the right shape on the 1. If that would have not rolled a little quite as far, he would have had a shape to draw up into the short side of the 6 and the 3. Oh, now he's going to shoot the 1, and that's going to remove his ball that he needed to get shape. And he missed it. And he missed it anyway. So his first frame was 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. His second frame is going to be 4. So you can see the total score there. We skipped ahead another frame or 2. And we are going to skip around a little bit. We're not going to watch the entire 10 frames of this. Just wanted to kind of give you guys a glimpse at what this game was all about and offer any of you who would like to play me, because I know a lot of people have commented that they would like to play me. This is a way we could do it virtually, without traveling around the country, man. So leave me a comment if you have the ability, and we'll set something up, man, and we'll play each other in a game of bulliards. Yeah. It is what it is, virtual. Until my channel does well enough to where I can afford to travel around the country and play you guys in person, this is the best I can offer, man. It's the best I can offer. I'm just a working stiff like the rest of us, man, trying to make ends meet. I can't be traveling around the country yet. Maybe one day, hopefully, I don't know, but we'll see. It'd be cool. It'd be a whole lot cooler if I did. All right, I think this is off my break here. Let's just see if I end up doing anything good. All right. Ooh, why am I hesitating on this? I'm going to shoot this with just a little draw, come off the bottom rail and back up for either the 6, 8, or 7. Yeah, looks like I came up nice for the 8. I went a little far for the 8. So if I shoot the 8, the cue ball is going to go into the 6. I'll probably shoot the 6 first. Yep. And based on this angle, I'll come up between the 9 and the 7 and shoot either one of those next. Ooh, I came up way too far. Way too far. I did not want to come up that far. This game, if you ever try playing this game, you'll find out it's very frustrating, man, because at first glimpse, it seems easy, right? You can hit any ball you want. You don't have to run them in order. All you got to do is make 10 balls. It seems very easy, but it's because of how easy the game seems that it's frustrating. I find myself not putting as much thought into my shape. And then when you get out of line a little bit, you try to shoot something different to get back into shape, but you end up missing a ball, and you want to scream, man, because you shouldn't be missing the balls, right? When it's wide open, you can shoot whatever you want.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain, I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society.
That's what I mean. It's a frustrating game, but it's a fun game, right? It'll let you know. It's a good way to measure where you're at, and it's a good practice game to play by yourself, man. Just keep your score and try to beat your best score every time. It'll take you a little while to finish a full 10 frames of this, so it'll give you good practice if you did it once a day and just kept your score, and try to beat your best score. Try to get a perfect 300. I know several people who have. I have never gotten a perfect 300 myself. It's a lot harder than you think. You have to make a lot of balls in a row, man. Like 120 balls in a row, something like that, to get a perfect 300. It's not easy. It's not easy, but it feels like it should be. That's what kind of makes it frustrating, man. But it's kind of a cool game. Brian always wants to play it, right? Because he feels like he gets more shots when we play this because he's not necessarily playing against me in the same rack. He has his own rack that he can shoot. And then I have my own rack that I can shoot. So we're not really playing against each other than score. So he likes to play this game. Makes him feel like he's doing something. Makes him feel like he's doing something when he plays this. Oh, he's getting out the bridge. Brian's a shorter guy, man, so he uses that bridge quite frequently. He's learned to get a lot better with it, that's for sure. All right, he's got to put a little draw on this one. Let's see how he does. Pretty good shot there. Now, he can shoot this 3 very easily, but he's really got to think about the 4 and the 8 down there. They both go, but they're a little tight as far as shape. All right, he did well to get on the 7. Honestly, here, if it were me, I would shoot the 5 in the right side or in the right side pocket with kind of just a stun and let the cue ball drift towards the middle of the table and then shoot the 4 next. He could also shoot the 7 with top left and actually run into the 8-4. I mean, it's always a little risky when you run into something, but in this case, there's only going to be 3 balls left on the table, so chances are he's not going to get hooked. You know what I mean? He decided to draw it out a little bit, which is fine because now I think he has that shot on the 8 ball. And it may be a little bit uncomfortable, but if he takes that shot on the 8 and makes it, he's looking good to finish this rack. Yeah, he did try it. Kudos to you for trying it, Brian, man, but he didn't look like he really focused in on that one, man. You got to try to focus in a little better on that one, man. All right, that was only his first one. He was going for the strike there. Now he can go for the spare. All right, just cut this 8 in. Just don't miss this 8 ball. And he's going to end up on the 4 as long as he doesn't blast it. Looking good for the old spare. Oh, no. That's the only thing you didn't want to do right there, B. That's the only thing, man. All right, so we skipped ahead. We're in the 9th frame now. As you can see, the score is 128 to 45. Neither of us are having very good games here. 128 is a pretty low score for the 8th frame or going into the 9th frame. So, we hadn't played this game in quite a while, man. We used to play it quite a bit after COVID. Like when I first got my table down here a couple of years ago, we would play this game quite a bit. And then just kind of lost its luster, man, because like I said, it's a frustrating game. And when you have more than 2 people, this game's it's not good to play with a bunch of people because you got to sit and just watch. Only one person can play at a time, right? So it's frustrating, man. That's why we don't play it that much anymore, but I wanted to bring it to light because a lot of people don't know about it. And it's a cool way to play virtual matches with somebody. It's a very cool way. You can actually, what we used to do during COVID is just FaceTime or go on Discord with your phone and set your phone up on the table, man. They watch you run your rack, and then you watch them run their rack. You guys both keep score. One person keeps score, and then you just compete to see who gets the best score. Just like bowling. It's the same scoring, same situation as bowling, only you're using a pool table instead of a bowling lane. All right, now in the 10th frame, oh, I can't believe I missed that. In the 10th frame, just like bowling, if you mark, you get to go again. So you can get 3 strikes in the 10th game. In the 10th frame, not the 10th game. 10th frame. All right, man. 128, I got a 4. Can I get the spare here? Can I get the spare here? I think I should be able to. Okay, I'm shooting the 8. Probably because I don't want to take that back cut on the 1, but the 1 is probably the better shot. Oh, I like this better. I like taking the 2. That's even better than the 1. Yep, nice. Now I can shoot the 9. It's hard to tell if I'm straight or not. If I'm straight, I'll draw back. If I'm not straight, I'll just punch it over for the 3. Okay, I had the opposite angle, so I just punched it down off the rail and back up for the 3. From here, I should just probably use a straight draw, come out towards the middle of the table. It would be cool to get on the right side of the 8. Yeah, like that. Then I could shoot the 8 or the 1. Looking at this, I'll probably cut the 8 in the left side with center, and that'll make the cue ball run straight up to that top rail and back down. I'm looking at the 1 now. Yeah, I like the 8 better. You can shoot it either way, to be honest with you, but why am I putting draw on this, bro? Why? Oh, I'm shooting in the corner, that's why. Yep, I like that too. Ooh, I almost missed that shot. Almost missed it. It was close, but no cigar, amigo. There it is. All right, that's a spare. Let's see how Brian does in his 9th, and then we'll go on to the 10th, and we will wrap this up, man. Don't forget to comment if you want to play some. We'll set something up, man. We'll play something. If you like this video, or if you like any of my videos, man, I appreciate you hitting the like button because it definitely helps my channel a bunch. You know, like I said, I'd love to be able to travel around and play you guys in person. And the only way I do that is if the channel grows. And how the channel grows starts with you hitting the like button and hitting the subscribe button. If you hit the like button, YouTube says, oh, a lot of people like this video. Let's show it to more. You know, so it reaches a broader audience, and then I get more people to watch, and then the channel grows from there. So it's important that you hit the like button if you haven't already. I appreciate you, man. And think about subscribing. I put out a lot of different types of content, all pool related. I also do live streams, man. Those are fun too because we hang out and we just chat. Most of the time I have a bunch of my friends with me. We're playing pool, chatting with you guys, and just interacting, man, having fun. We do it every Wednesday at 7 p.m. And we do it in between, too. I'll probably go live tonight, actually, with Brian, this guy right here playing. We'll probably do a live set tonight. All right, let's see what Brian does here, man. Is he going to do something here? Can he pick up the spare? That is the question. That's a good shot. That's a good shot. Shoot this 2 with just a little stop or maybe a touch of draw and then shoot the 4 next. Yep, I like it. Now he'll make the 4. You can do this very lightly and then shoot the 12 in the left side pocket, or you could play it with top right and then shoot the 12 in one of the corners. He played it with top, but not enough, man. Now he's kind of in between. He either needed to play that softer or harder to end up with a good shot on this 12. Now he's looking at a tougher cut or bank. He's banking. Well done, B. You're my boy, B. Cuban B. Comment if you know what movie that's from. I'm Cuban B. Ooh, all right. That ends his 9th frame, and we're on to the 10th frame. You see his max score that he can get is 83. That's if he strikes out. This is a pretty cool little app. It's called Bowling Scorekeeper app or something. I don't know. There's a bunch of them on there. I just downloaded it from my phone. Of course, you can keep score with pen and paper too, man. Just like bowling. It's the same thing. Same thing. The app's easier though, because then you don't have to do any math. You know, arithmetics. Me and the arithmetics don't get along. All right, so I'm trying to strike out. Here's what I'm trying to do. See if I can get a little strike. Start by opening the 7. I'll probably work on the 5, 6 next. If the 5 goes past the 6, I'm sure I'll shoot that next. Just a little draw. Leave myself right in that same area for the 6 next. Okay, the 5 must not have went past the 6 because I shot the 6 first. That's fine too, though. Josh, take a second to look at that. This is what I'm talking about. You get in a hurry because the game feels easy. I should have shot the 2 right there first just because it would have been easy. And I still would have been in the same position to continue this exact run. Shooting the 10 here, it looks like straight top. Came up above the 8. That was pretty good, right between the 3 and the 8. All right, I like shooting the 8 with just like a follow. Not even a follow, just a roll shot and shoot the 1 next. Okay, I rolled it way up and spun it. I don't know why I did all that. No need to get all fancy like that, Josh. All right, 1 ball next. I'm looking pretty good here so far. My speed was in between there. Yeah, see, I wanted to be down there, not up there. That's what you get. Now I got a lot tougher cut than I needed to have. I want to shoot that 2 in the side probably, I'm sure. Shoot the 2 in the side. With a little straight right spin, I'll go 3 rails around the 3 ball towards the middle of the table. I actually go towards the 9 ball, depending on how hard I hit it. I could hit it soft and shoot the 3 in the other side if I want, but I don't like that. I overcut it, man. Overcut it. Oh, you can see how frustrated I am, man. I was frustrated because this whole game, like I said, it's the first time we played it, and now I'm just hitting them out of frustration. Yeah. I figured I've already got a bad score at this point. I don't care. I'm just getting some frustration out, hitting some balls. Didn't really care how my score ended up at this point because I knew it was going to be low regardless. Yeah. Slop doesn't count. It can count if you play that way. You can handicap the game. You can make the game harder or easier by taking ball in hand the second time, making slop count, stuff like that. So that's it. I finished, what did I finish with? I can't see. I'm going to fix that so you guys can see it, but I can't see it right now. I can't see it during this commentating. If you call it commentating. You know, I don't even really like what I'm doing here called commentating. I don't like calling it commentating because it's more like hanging out, right? We're watching a pool match together. More of like a podcast where we watch pool matches together. It's kind of the way I think of it. I'm not commentating. I do some commentating, obviously, but not necessarily like that. I'm not going, Brian's approaching the table. He's lining up for that 7-ball. He made the 7-ball and broke out the 2 and the 8. Looks like he's going to shoot the 1. He made the 1. That's how I think of most pool commentating, right? It's kind of slow and boring. We're just hanging out, man, talking. Talking about the match. We're talking about other stuff. This is more of like a podcast, I guess is probably the best way I like to think about it. But I don't know. We call it whatever we want. It doesn't matter. We don't have to label it, bro. We're just doing what we do. Doing what we do. Let's see if he can cut this 4 in. He's looking at, oh, B. B, 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 B. He's going for it again. Got it the second time. Good job. All right. I think he had what? 3? Yeah, he had 3 his first set, or his first frame. Now he's going to go for that spare. If he gets a spare, he'll get another frame. Just like in real bowling. If you get a strike, you get another frame. And if you get another strike in the 10th, when you're in the 10th frame, there's 3 boxes up top. You see up there. There's 3 boxes. If you strike out, you get 3 turns. You can get 3 strikes. If you miss on your first shot and get a spare, then you get 1 more frame, not 2. Just like regular bowling, man. That's all there is to it. Pretty good shot. He may get out here with a spare. He may get a spare here. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's it for your match, guys. That is it for your match, man. I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys want short rail merchandise, that link's in the description, guys. And, oh, I didn't even mention this. For people that follow my channel, especially, you'll understand Raven Pro Q, the one I shoot with, is going to be for sale probably by the time you watch this video. It's supposed to be for sale on their website today or tomorrow, but should be for sale very soon. So if you want a Raven Pro Q or Break Q or Jump Q or any other Raven Qs, use discount code Josh, save yourself some money. And of course, Perimeter Billiard Light. If you want a rectangle light that goes around the perimeter of your pool table, I got a discount code for you there too. PerimeterBilliardLights.com. Discount code AmateurPool, all uppercase, no spaces. And you guys have a good day, man. Thanks for hanging out with me. We'll see you soon. Peace.